Hello student, and in your before class I will explain computer system architecture. There are three types. First one is the single processor system, multiprocessor system and the cluster system. First I will explain what is single processor system. What is single processor system? Single processor system. Single processor system means here there is only one main CPU and all these special purpose processor we can run and limited instruction set. That one I will call it as a single processor system. Single processor system, there is only one main CPU. There is only one main CPU and all of this special purpose processor to run a limited instruction set. Limited instruction set, that one we can call it as a single processor system. Only one CPU will be worked and number of special purpose processor to run a limited instruction set, that one we can call it as a single processor system. What are the example of single processor system means? Single processor system means I will give an example of washing machine, traffic controller, traffic light and ATM. It is the only one machine will be there and it works. Many more limited instruction will be there. We can take an example of traffic light means signal is one, but it will be controlled red, green, yellow. Instruction will be given. That is the single processor system. Next one is the multiprocessor system. Multiprocessor system. What is multiprocessor system? Multiprocessor system we can call it as a parallel system or tightly coupled system. That one we can, one more name is there in your multiprocessor system. That one is the parallel system. Parallel system or tightly coupled system. We can call it as a, what is multiprocessor system? Multiprocessor system we can call it as a, in your multiprocessor system we can call it as a parallel system or tightly coupled system. What is tightly coupled system or what is parallel system or what is multiprocessor system? We can see it now. Multiprocessor system we also known as parallel system or tightly coupled system. They are for the two or more process in closely communication sharing the data. It means they have two or more process in closely communication or sharing the information, sharing information to the computer, sharing the information, that one we can call it as a multiprocessor system. In your multiprocessor means we can use the two or more process. In your single processor system, we can use the only one main CPU. In here multiprocessor system we can use the two or more CPU we can use to communicate or use to run the information or share the information. That one we can call as a multiprocessor system. What are the example we can take in a multiprocessor system? In your multiprocessor system we take a computer bus. What are the computer bus we can use? Bus system. It will be one connection we can gather of computer we can connected here. This one is the bus, computer bus. Then memory, input IO devices, input output devices we can use to connect the multiprocessor system. This one is the multiprocessor system. In your multiprocessor system there are two types. In your multiprocessor system there are two types. First one is the symmetric and the asymmetric multiprocessor system. First one is the symmetric, second one is the asymmetric. What is the difference between symmetric and asymmetric? Symmetric means all of the CPU share the common memory. That one we can call it as a symmetric. Then each processor assigned to specific task, it user master slave relationship. That one we can call it as a asymmetric. I will write a one figure. You can understand that one. What is symmetric? Symmetric means only one memory we can use. Only one memory. It will be shared the number of CPU. One memory share the common memory. All the CPU share the common memory. That one we can call it as a symmetric. This one is the CPU 1, this one is the CPU 2, then this one is the CPU 3. Three CPUs will be connected the only one memory. That one we can call it as a symmetric. All the CPU share the common memory. That one we can call it as a symmetric multiprocessor architecture. What is the asymmetric multiprocessor architecture? It is the each processor is assigned the specific task. It means here we can use the one memory, then it will be share the information to the CPU 1, CPU 2 and CPU 3. Here we can use the number of processor and number of CPUs we can use. Here I will use P1, P2, P3. It means that one is the Pn number of processor. P1, P2, P3, Pn. That one is the n number of processor we can use. N number of processor it will be connected to the CPU. Here CPU 1 it will be connected to the processor 1. Then CPU 2 this one will be connected to the processor 2, and the CPU 3 this one connected to the processor 3, and the until n number of processor and n number of CPUs connected to the processor of n and processor CPU of the n. That one we can call it as a asymmetric processor. What is symmetric multiprocessing architecture? All the CPU share the common memory. All the CPU share the common memory. That one we can call it as a symmetric. Asymmetric means each processor is assigned a specific task. It user master slave relationship. The master is process and control the system. Means the master processor schedule the or allocated the work to the save processor. That one we can call it as a asymmetric processor. In your multiprocessor system there have a features. 3 features will be there. Features of multiprocessor system. Features of multiprocessor system. First one, if one processor fails, then another processor should retrieve the interrupted process state. then another processor. If one processor fails, then another processor should retrieve the interrupted process. Another processor should retrieve the interrupted process state so that execution of processor can continue. One will be fail means another one or remaining things will be continue the process. That one is the main important features of the multiprocessor system. Retrieve the interrupted interrupted process state so that execution of the process can continue. Second important feature, the processor should support the efficient context switching operation. It will be support the efficient context switching operation. It will be support the efficient context switching operation. Then third one, this mechanism should be provided and implemented the hardware because of it is efficient and easy to use. This one efficient and easy to use. Why? Because mechanism should be provided and implemented of hardware. Easy to use the hardware or implemented the hardware of it because efficient and easy to work. That is the main feature of the multiprocessor system. In your multiprocessor system, there are three main advantages will be there. First one is increased throughput. Second one is economy of scale. Third one is increased reliability. What is increased throughput? Increased number of process or more work done in a less time. That one is increased throughput. What is the economy of scale? The multiprocessor system can cost less than the single processor system. That one we can call it as a economy of the scale. Compared to single processor system, multiprocessor system cost is very less. So that one is the example of the economy of the scale. Third one, increased reliability. Its function can be distributed properly among the several processors.